Johnny Nelson, how you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. First of all, when are me and you going to spar?
Anytime, Johnny. You up for it, yeah?
Because I've seen you spar with everybody else, so I want to show you some old school tricks, my brother.
I'd love to, man. Well, I tell you the truth, I'm an honest guy. I know you're friends with Clifton Mitchell.
Yeah.
So I actually sparred his fighter, Sandy Ryan, years ago. From every
I
woman,
bet she kicked your ass, didn't she?
every woman I've ever sparred, I had to go very, very easy.
What? Are you mad? Sandy Ryan will tell you.
No, I'll explain what I'm about to say. I have sparred her. Every woman I've sparred, I've gone very easy, which is no problem. It's just sparring. I'm a cool guy. So I said to Clifton, let me try Sandy. I want to see if a woman can take me. And he said she'll beat you up. I said, Clifton, yeah, I'm too strong. I'll go easy on her.
Oh man.
So this was like 2014, just after I sparred Fury all those years ago.
You know she kicked your ass, don't you?
Yeah, mate, look, she came out, I was going easy. Once she punched me, I thought, I'm not going to go easy anymore. I started going 100%. She was no joke, mate, I was struggling.
Yeah, you don't want to do that again. Don't do that. She hurt you. She hurt you. I don't know why guys think, you know, if you get in there with a good boxer, you know, male or female, you know, don't think it's soft to touch because it's a female. Because I've seen some women kick ass, beat some man up, so you don't do that. You know, be smart about what you're doing. I'm not smart with half of those people. You're crazy. So think about it.
I've learned that the hard way now. I actually spoke to Eddie Hearn. I interviewed Eddie about 2 weeks ago. I've said to him, if you can help me, if you introduce me to Katie Taylor, I'd love to spar Katie Taylor.
Are you on a suicide mission?
I'm not. But
Katie Taylor likes to fight. You know that.
I know she does.
So it's all right. So let me think.
Go on.
If I said to you, go and spar with Canelo Alvarez, would you do it?
Yes.
Would you really do it?
I would. But I
Would you expect him to take it easy on you, or would you want him to just let you have it?
I'd say take it easy, but give a reasonable, go as hard as you can without going too hard.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, but
So no, that just tells me I'm mad, but it's cool, it's no problem.
I'm not, we'll get to know each other. I'm a bright guy. I think it brings it's a different look at boxing. I've sparred loads over the years. I've sparred Brandon Rios, Kelly Pavlik. I interviewed.
Are they hitting you in the head?
No. Oh, they are. Sorry.
Okay, cool. I get that.
But the thing is, I've met Brendan Ingle before. Obviously, I think he was a great guy. But I think I'm similar to Brendan Ingle, where at first people might not get me, but once they see what I do, after a while, people are going to say, this guy's actually...
Let's sit down over here.
Oh, yeah, please, yeah.
Okay. Well, I hear what you're saying.
But wait, I'm not bad, Johnny. I had 2 white collar fights in July.
Yeah.
Lost one, won one. But wait, I'm 30 now. I'm taking boxing a lot more seriously than I used to. When I met you all those years ago, back then, I just wanted to interview people. I didn't really fancy boxing.
So why do you want to box?
I love boxing. I want to achieve different...
So why don't you just watch it and talk about it instead of actually doing it? Because you know boxing is the only game you can't play.
I know.
It's the only game where you can legally get killed. It's the only game where the after effects are mad, where it affects you the rest of your life. If you get it wrong, when you get in there, you get hit by the wrong person. It's like rugby or football or something like that. This is real deal. So you need to think long and hard about when you're doing this kind of thing and get involved in it.
Why did you box then? After all your losses and nobody gave you a chance, why did you want to box?
Because Brendan knew I could. Brendan thought, you know what, stick at it. And you've got the ingredients there, you just don't know what proportion to put in where. So that's why I did it. But I'll admit, I hated it at first. And this situation I avoided because I thought, this is going to be this is a dangerous thing. So I had to slowly but surely get into it. And as a young man, you're a 30-year-old man. So when you're doing this, you're getting with these guys. All you need to do is get with the wrong person that tries to take advantage of it, and that's when you get hurt. And what I'm saying is, be careful about it, because not all of us are nice guys.
No.
Some of us are bastards. So be smart what you do.
That did happen once. You know, Freezy. He's been interviewed. They call him the British Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, so he came up to me in Miguel's gym, I think a couple of years ago, and he's like, you want to spar? But I knew about him, and I didn't like his energy. So I was saying, I'll spar you, Freezy, but go light, yeah, I'm a lot smaller than you. And he goes, well, I can't do his accent. I go light. I thought, I will spar. So we're supposed to go light. The man came swinging from the belt.
Someone's going to try and make a name for themselves. by taking you out, and there's no shame in it. Say, I took him out, I did him, no, I've got rid of him. And someone will do that to try, it's a cheap shot, to try and make a name for themselves. So just be careful when you're doing that, because some people, they'll sucker punch you, or some people are just put you under pressure that they shouldn't really do. You know, I understand the interest that you've got, but just be careful. Just be careful about it, because some man, it's the only game you can't play at, trust me.
Thank you, John. That's very good advice. I'll ask you a very good question, because you've said to me, you know, where's it sort of going, which is a good point. People have said that to me before. I've started thinking, the country I'm from, have you heard of Eritrea?
No, I haven't.
That's right, not everyone has. It's next
French speaking?
No, it's next to Ethiopia.
Alright, okay.
The country's been around since 1990, had independence since 1993. They've never had anyone go to the Olympics as a boxer.
So the country's been about since 1993. So what was it called before 1993?
It's part of Ethiopia.
Okay, alright.
This past Olympics, there were no boxers there. So this is something I said to Eddie Hearn recently. When I was younger, I didn't really believe I'd go that far to the Olympics. I didn't think much of my ability. Well, listen, I'm not bad. You know, I've sparred people like a heart. I'm not bad. The next Olympics, I'm not saying I'm going to win, but I've been thinking I could just represent them at the qualifiers, try and make history. Have you got any advice for me?
Well, first of all, just test yourself and see who else is around, and see who you can inspire. Because if you can't represent them, you might be able to help some youngsters coming through that can represent them. Because remember, if you're representing, you are the flag bearer for that country.
Yeah.
So everybody's judged. That country's judged by you and your performance.
Yeah.
So make sure whoever is fronting the country, representing the country worldwide for the world to see, they're the best the country has to offer. So I'm not saying you won't be the best. What I'm saying is you've got to think about the pride of the country and make sure we get the best. You know, the country has the best to show, so people think, oh my God, that's what that country is. Because say, for instance, you go out there, you get knocked out with a jab. So they think, all of a sudden, they think everybody from that country is weak and they can't fight at X, Y, Z. You need someone that's going to go in there and wreck and say, you know, and he's a fellow countryman to be proud to say, yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't want to put myself in that position where, I think a lot of people have said it before, like Eubank said, when he first got into boxing, they saw him as a gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be hard at the beginning, and so that's what I'm saying. If there's spies around, you've seen a lot of boxing. You're a good scout. You've got a good eye. So what I'm saying is, try and find those good fighters in that country. And say, look,
I've been. They don't really have boxers. I've been there before.
There's going to be one or two. So you've got some in every country. Everybody can fight, but certain people just don't know how to fight. So there might be some kid that might be playing basketball, football, or whatever, or doing a bit of bodybuilding or martial arts. There is somebody there who just got to understand how to do it, and someone's going to have the eye to say, let me just school you. Let me just teach you how to do the basics of this.
Give them this.
That's your job. That's your job. Your job is that. And that way you'll get someone that gives a good representation.
Okay, I appreciate your advice, but I have actually joined an amateur club now. I've started training at Double Jab ABC. But if I was going to try and go for the qualifiers in 2024, the only way I'd even consider it is if I'd had like 30, 40 amateur fights first. I mean, there's enough time, but obviously there's no point just talking about it. I'll get to know you and see how progress goes.
Yeah, and if you can't get the fights, what you do is you go down and get the sparring. Go to all the different clubs and spar with the best that's out there and see how you're doing. That's the best thing to do.
But listen, I know boxing, I know my level. I'll just say quickly, like last sort of point about me, in my opinion, from the people that I've sparred, I'd say I'm probably the level of someone who's had, say, 10 amateur fights. That's why I see myself. But actually, I moved around with Kid Galahad a couple of years ago, and it was very, very one-sided. Like, let's just say someone like Cal Yafai, someone like that will destroy.
So one-sided with you and Kid Galahad. How do you think it's going to be with me and you? I'm just curious.
But you got a dodgy hip.
I've got two dodgy hips.
And you're of a certain age.
Okay, don't do the book by its cover, but I hear what you're saying.
Oh, but I respect you. I mean, it's all fun and games.
That's all right. I respect your own designs.
But tell me about your own career, Johnny, because a lot of people won't know where you had to go through a lot of adversity. And I'm not just saying this. I read your book a long time ago. I read it many years ago, and I love the you know, you're on the front cover. It's like a very trying to figure out the expression on your face. Can you remember what you were thinking about when they took that cover photo?
I remember thinking to myself, all you doubting Thomases, all you people that mocked me and told me I was rubbish, that couldn't do anything. See it there? I can remember thinking that. It was a thought of, not arrogance, defiance. Because the people that are supposed to know about our sport inside out, the people that are supposed to be able to pick who's going to be good and who's not going to be good, they're the people I was focusing on, because if I lived the way they wanted me to do, I would never have boxed. I wouldn't have done anything, because they told me I was rubbish, you jack in and you were good. That's what they told me. So if I had listened to them, I would have never achieved what I achieved. So just because something's done in an unorthodox fashion doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It's just done in an unorthodox fashion.
I bear that in mind. And last question, I'm not someone, I don't try to encourage rivalries, and I'm not like that. But obviously, I know Sky Sports is going to be very different now that Eddie's gone, you know. And I know some people have been saying, oh, you know, rivals to Eddie now, and how different do you think things are going to be with Eddie Hearn gone?
You know what, it's just business.
Yeah.
Because Sky, the team get on with Maxim, the Maxim get on with the team. This is a higher level than we've got. This is business. So that side of it, I don't know, but our level of it, it's very respectful, very mutual. It's one of those things. Eddie did what was good for Matchroom and his company, and most people would probably do that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. So we've now got to think, okay, then we're going to move on, see how else we can do.
Cool. I appreciate your time, Johnny, and I look forward to seeing you in future. Cheers, mate.